We got something new to try out today. This is from Prep Store Pantry. This is their premium emergency food, chicken Alfredo entree. Alright everybody, welcome back. So you see I'm all set up here to cook this thing. This is something new. You know, I like to go on different sites and discover new companies that are producing emergency food. And I'm planning on doing a video of it later. But I expect to see a lot of new companies coming online after all this stuff is over and everybody's let out of their houses again. There's a lot of new preppers, and I think a lot of new companies are going to capitalize on that and come out with new food. Now, I don't know the history of this particular company. I don't know how long they've been in business, but they are something I've never seen or tried before. And this is from a company called Prep Store Pantry. I believe they're located in Florida. They actually make this stuff. This isn't something they buy from Mountain House and repackage. It says manufactured by Prep Store Inc., Jupiter Park Lane, Suite 1, Jupiter, Florida. So they actually do manufacture this stuff themselves. And this is dehydrated. It's not your typical Mountain House entree. So it's a little bit different. Okay? This one's made with rotini pasta, creamy Alfredo sauce, premium diced chicken, and Parmesan cheese. It's 14 grams per serving. There are 2 servings in there. Although, I got a feeling I'd eat that whole thing if I was really hungry. That's kind of small. So, they do have a bunch of different entrees, but let me explain to you how these are done. You would probably think you rip open the top and pour the hot water and seal it up and wait 9 minutes. These are a little different. The instructions on these require you to boil 2 cups of hot water, put this in, let it simmer, and sit for 9 minutes. So, we're going to show how that's done today. You know, I don't know that there's really that much of a difference anyway. Honestly, you know, most of us, I mean, if you're bringing a small little alcohol stove to boil some water and a small little cup to pour it in, maybe it's a little bit heavier, you know, but really if you bring a pot and you throw the stuff in, it's kind of 2 1/2 dozen of another. Anyway, that's the instructions on these. You're going to remove the oxygen absorber, bring 2 cups of water to a boil, whisk in contents of package, return to a boil, reduce heat and simmer for 7 to 8 minutes. Uncovered, stirring frequently, and let stand for a full 5 minutes. So, we'll see how it works out. We'll see how it tastes, being that I've never even heard of this company before. Let me get this up and running and get 2 cups of water on the boil, and I will bring you back. Alright, so, I'm going to do 2 cups of water here. And today I am using the Encamp stove. This is their multi-function stove. You can do it wood fire in it. You just drop the wood in there and burn. But it also has the propane attachment, so we're going to use that today. I just put some wood cutting board under there so it doesn't heat up my plastic, because then my plastic gets warped on my counter here. So, there's your 2 cups in there. I'll show you how to light this guy. What I do generally is I bring this up, but I'll light the match first, and I'll leave it there. This way you don't have to throw your hand in there and pull it back out in a hurry. Bring this thing up. This comes up. Turn it on. And there you go. There we go. Alright. So you got a good fire going there. I'm going to heat this up. And you can find the stove in my store down below. I will also put a link directly to Encamp for it. Really cool little item. I had their wood stove previously, and I actually ended up giving that away to a friend because I thought it was just such a neat little item, and they sent me this one, and it kind of does both. So now I have this one here. Anyway, bring you back when that's boiling. Alright, so we got it boiling up there now, or it's just starting to. So we're going to open this up, take out the oxygen absorber in it. Thankfully that's right on top. I always hate it when they bury it down at the bottom. Now you're going to take this whole package and put it in here with 2 cups of water. Hopefully this fits. I'm going to whisk it in there. That everything? That's all of it. You don't want to bring a wire whisk. I find a fork works just as well in this kind of a situation. Make sure you get it all mixed up in there so you don't have stuff burning on the bottom. Go around the sides. There we go. So we're going to turn that down a little bit. We're going to let it boil. How long did they say to let it boil for? Let it boil for... Didn't say. So return it to a boil. Let's make sure it doesn't boil over, which it has. And we're going to turn it down and simmer it. One of the reasons I picked this stove is because it simmers nicely. And I'll bring you back in about 8 minutes when it's all done. All right. So while we're waiting for this to finish simmering there, I'm just letting it sit now. They said let it sit for 5 minutes and it'll thicken up. I wanted to let you know they do have some other entrees. And this is just from me searching online. They did not send that to me. I purchased this. Just wanted to try it out. They have turkey with vegetables and gravy, vegetarian pasta marinara, chicken teriyaki with rice, beef stew with vegetables, egg white sausage skillet, and a vegetarian egg white skillet. So they do have some vegetarian options, and that's kind of neat for those folks that don't eat meat. And I noticed a lot of these dehydrated entrees and a lot of the Mountain House stuff is all meat based. And I know some of my subscribers are vegetarians, don't eat meat, so give you a little bit of options there. These were $9.99, so it's about $10 an entree. They're not cheap, but they're kind of on par with the Mountain House that we pick up in Walmart, which is usually about $8. So not horrible, but definitely not cheap. And doing this kind of stuff allows me to try out all sorts of different type of survival camping prepper type food, and lets me get a better idea of what's good and what isn't. So that's why I enjoy doing it. By the way, if you guys are interested in this set here that I have, this is the Gerber Complete. And I just figured I hadn't used it in a while, so I'd use it. This is a spatula with a little bit of a sharp edge here for cleaning, spoon and a fork, along with a opener, like a cutter, and a potato peeler type device. I have not used that. I don't know how well that works. One of the cool parts of this is that, if I can get this right and do it the right way the first time, this also can be used as a bit of tongs there. So when you put them together like that, you can pick your food out and you can use either one to do the tongs. Alright, so let me stop talking. Let me finish this up and bring you back when it's all done. Alright, it's actually been 7 minutes because I forgot what I was doing. This is all done. I'm going to move this out of the way. Just off the thing here. I'll put it down and take a look at it. So there you go. That's what it looks like. It did thicken up nicely. I was a little concerned at first because it didn't seem to be kind of thickening up at all. But let's see if we can get a piece of chicken there for you. There you go. That's what it looks like. So let's try it out. Wow, that's perfect. The chicken's tender. Tastes very much like Alfredo. Probably more than other ones that I've tried in the past. Yeah, that is really good. It's not, again, no dehydrated food is going to be perfect, but it's pretty darn good. So, that is the Prep Store Pantry. Check them out. I will put a link in my description down below to this particular entree. But if you click when it says Prep Store, there's their actual storefront. You can find all of their other entrees in there. And I'm impressed so far. Pretty good. I wouldn't mind putting some of these away. So I think I will be picking up a few more. Like I said, I have this tub of nothing but freeze-dried entrees. So if I'm going camping, if there's an emergency, I can just grab it with me. Whatever. It's got a couple of bottles of water in it. A couple of water pouches in it. So it's got water and food. I don't even have to think about it. I take that and go. So if there's some kind of emergency and they require us ham radio operators somewhere, or an emergency with CERT and they require us to go, I have a stove, propane, and that in there ready to go whenever I need it. So it's kind of handy to have in there. And I like variety, so definitely a cool thing. So far, so good. I'm going to try a few more. I'll probably order a few more to test out on the channel. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Don't forget to check our link down below for Prep Store Pantry. I'll put their Amazon link down below to this particular entree. And don't forget to check out our Amazon store. Everything I review, I try to put in the store so that you can see it, test it out if you want. And don't forget to check out our Thrive Life link as well if you're interested in some larger freeze-dried storage with cans. Check them out. Good stuff. And don't forget to check out our preparewithiridium.com link. That is our Food for Patriots link. They are starting to get caught up now, so you can check out all of their freeze-dried entrees. Anyway, folks, thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay prepared.